major thank you to Kate. I mean, what a fabulous venue. She's done so much work in preparation for all of us to give this to you. So just thank you, Kate.
Thank you.
I sort of wrote this up thinking that it was going to be stuck on the wall, but it hasn't been. Never mind. I'm going to have to just listen to it. I just put it as a very succinct list of things. I'm an Adelaide person. I did interior design, which is like interior architecture. I lived in Melbourne for 9 years, working as a professional designer. In the midst of that, I did a silversmithing course. And I taught art and craft and technical drawing for a while. That was fun. Then I got rescued by a farmer. Carted off to the country for 20 years. And while I was in the country, what do you do? You know, I was not going to be a good farm dog. I didn't respond to when whistled at. So I did some watercolour courses and I learnt how to do some lead light. Another course in that with copper foil technique, which I don't really know is a quite different technique. And I did lots of commission work while we were down there and had lots of exhibitions in Narracourt and Penola and round about the place. I did some fairly major stained glass commissions for churches. This is just a panel I put together here for an exhibition. It's hard to exhibit stained glass because it usually has to go into a special spot. So I left some of the edges free form on some of the work so it could be expanded into people's spaces. So that's sort of from a little while ago. Next, I did one commission which sadly is in someone's garage in 15 panels. It was 2 metres wide, 4 metres high, so it was quite a challenge to build it. And my client had a misunderstanding with the church that it was going into. And the church said, oh, I thought you were going to pay for the installation. And she said, no, I thought you were. And so it never got installed.
Oh, frustrating.
Yeah, so she's building a house in the Adelaide Hills now. So I'm hoping she'll put it in. But it's awfully big. And it's the whole of the 23rd Psalm. Every element of the 23rd Psalm. That's the end of that bit. That was going to be my pièce de résistance for coming to Adelaide, you know, things in the newspaper. Never mind. Came down here and did a bit more watercolour and then decided I'd do other things. In fact, Graham was here, person with cap. I went to visit Graham and his wife and family, and on my way there, I was arrested by this piece of music. And I had to pull over, sit in my car for 3/4 of an hour while it was performing, because it was all coming into my head as colour and shape and form and texture, and I had to write and draw, and that was my sort of explosion into synesthesia. So now I paint music as well, but I haven't got any up there at the moment. There's some on the rolling screen if you want to look later. After that, well, anyone like coffee?
Absolutely.
Yes. Well, we've got these little coffee pod things, and you put them in the machine, and they're really pretty. And so all of a sudden, the jewellery happened. My sort of jewellery background came up, 40 years later. Went and found all my old tools, started playing, and so I now have a range of wearable art.
Made from the coffee pods. Yeah, made from the aluminium coffee pods.
So they're very lightweight, really easy to wear, and fun to do.
Yeah, and your creativity is amazing. You start out, they still look like pots, and then no time. It was totally abstract and different, wasn't it? Yeah.
So that's my little scenario. Bits and bobs of all sorts of things, but as Kate was saying earlier, the cerebral stuff that's going on in here, some of it's to do with the music, but for example, the top right-hand piece was really me just trying to play with your minds to see whether you thought that the things went in or out, or whether they were lit from here or lit from there, and it's just a little bit of imagination. You make of it what you will.
Yeah.
So enjoy the rest of the exhibition.
Einstein's idea of time. Thank you very much. So, as I've said before, there's art from this wall all the way through to the kitchen. Please stay and enjoy a cup of. Into the bedroom. Quite right, Lucy. Please stay and have a cup of coffee and talk to the artists. We have Ursula Kiessling also here today, and Lynn Green from Geraldton Hill Fabulous Edible Art Creations. If you haven't tasted the chocolate yet, please do. And of course, me with the fruit and the other bits. So enjoy the fruit and other bits. Yes. So enjoy and come up and have a chat to us if you'd like. Okay. Thank you for coming.